Yeah, hello, you are welcome to our web design class. So in this class, I'm going to be showing you how to buy a domain and hosting both together, okay? Not only the domain. All right, the reason why I'm doing this is because if I start from introduction, you will not be able to, know how to kickstart, okay? In order for you to get your website, you have to get a domain and a hosting. All right, so there are other methods to get it for free, but this particular hosting is what I got. All right, I bought this so for this training sake. All right, because of this class I bought it for this training sake. So you see, I'm using the starter pack. This is starter pack. That's the cheapest you can get. This is the hosting. So once you go over to your hosting website, of which I don't want you to make use of this one. This is smart web. Okay, I have a cheaper one that I'm going to show you. All right, so I have a cheaper one that I'm going to show you. No, this is just for a test purpose, so I'm buying that starter package. The starter package is the cheapest you can get. So I have a good one that I will put the link on the description of this class so that you can go and check it out yourself. So in order for you to even start building your site at all, you need to have a domain and a hosting. So alright, they're asking me to choose a domain. Alright, so I'm just going to go there and choose domain. Alright, so mind you, if you enter any hosting company, once you click on it, you will see different options. So what I did here is to go to hosting, and once you click on hosting, you will see different you see a starter plan. Starter plan is what you should choose. Starter plan is the cheapest. If you are building a normal website that doesn't require too much people using it, bandwidth, all right, you pick the starter pack. That's what I picked. So I'm just going to be fast with this tutorial. So that's the domain. I've written the domain name there. So I'm going to buy a domain, and I'm also going to buy the hosting. I've already picked the hosting, 5,000 naira for that particular hosting. So this is the name. Now they're telling me that the name is available. eStringBit.com is available. Okay, most time if you are picking the name is registered as your own name, just like CAC. If somebody have used it before, you'll not be able to use it again. So that's why they are congratulating you that the name is available. Nobody have used that name before for a website. All right, so I'll just wait for it to load. So mind you, you can use this method to buy a domain and hosting in any company, whether it's HostGator or any hosting company you know at all. Once you enter, just go straight to your hosting, click on it, click the starter pack, then we ask you to add a domain. You have to buy a domain. You add a domain to it. Once the domain is available, you can buy both at the same time. Very easy. Okay, you can also buy them separately. Okay, you can also buy only hosting without a domain, but they can't work except you are going to connect it. All right, along the line we are going to show you how to do that. So before we go straight to our introduction, we need to show you how we first of all got the website, the domain and the hosting where we are building on. Okay, here's the configuration. So for the now, the hosting is 4,500, right, which is the starter pack. So it's 420 naira monthly. No, this one has increased now, but it's 420 monthly. All right, so everything is 450. Okay, that's 450. Sorry, 450 monthly. Okay, you can decide to pick annually, which is the 10 seats. Right, so I'm just going to these are the information that are given to us. You don't need any of those things. They're just, if you click them, you are going to pay for it. Okay, these are the SEO tools. All these are areas we are going to look. The SSL certificate, your site security, all these things are what we are going to be looking at as we are building. All right, the reason why I did this particular this class very important before we kickstart fully is because if I kickstart and start showing you what WordPress is, how to install WordPress, how to do this, you will not know how I got to that place. All right, so I need to show you how. So I'm just going to go over there and click on continue. So I need to show you how I bought the domain and hosting that I'm using. Okay, there is another website, pentium.io. okay, I'm going to show you how to, in our next class I will show you how to the reason why I'm fast with this, because I don't expect you to buy it, just to know how to buy a domain, just that when it's time for you to buy a domain, you can easily go there and buy it for yourself. But in our next class, I will show you how to use Pentium.io to get a free domain and hosting, so that you don't need to buy. Alright, you don't need to buy the domain and hosting. You can just use a free domain and hosting to be practicing your web design skill. Alright, yeah, so you're going to save this video. It's very important for you. If you want to buy a real domain and a real hosting, it's very easy. Okay, you can see my screen is still loading. It's just a one click away. So this video is very, very important. You will need it in the future, and you need it now, so that you will know that in order for you to start building a website, you must have a space. Just like saying that I want to teach you how to build a house. I don't have land. I didn't show you how I got the land and I'm building the house. How did I? First of all, I will show you how I got that land where I'm building on. All right, so that's what I'm trying to do here now. So I'm going to be paying is $450 monthly, $1,350 quarterly, then $2,700 semi-quarterly, so semi-annually. All right, so I think it's $5,000 annually. Okay, so I pick annually, as you can see. So it's $5,000 annually I picked. So that means I'll be going for, that's 1 year, 5,000 naira. Okay, here's the domain configuration. All right, now you have two things here. One is your DNS need to be checked, just in case you want to transfer your domain. Okay, you can buy a domain in one website and buy a hosting in another company. I will teach you how to do that alongside, so make sure you check that. And this email forwarding is a custom mail. You know all those custom mail, like something like your site name, info@yoursitename.com. Understand? Your custom mail is okay. You have to check it so that you will have custom mail. You don't need to pay for it. It comes alongside with your hosting. Okay, so just like the way you have Gmail, you have your own custom mail. That means not Gmail, but your site name, info@your site name, or admin@your site name. All right, a professional mail. So just going to wait for it to load. All right, so it is very, very easy, very, very easy. So it is important. So I wanted to just start our class with introduction to web design. I just didn't feel that no, I need to show you guys how I started building this site, how I got the domain and the hosting before we start building. So because you will be stuck here. Okay, all right, all these things, you're just going to go ahead and click on next, continue to make payments. They just tell you the total amount of money you are paying. You get, so it's actually not that difficult. Okay, so in our next class, I'm going to show you how to get your domain for free, and I promise you that I'm going to be teaching you how to build your website with your phone, right? So in our next class, we are going to do the same thing. This time around, we are doing it with our phone, and you are going to getting it for free. Okay, so that is what you are going to use. I don't want anybody spending money for the now, so we're just going to use Pentium.io. So in our next class, I will teach you how to get your domain and hosting without paying a dime, and I'm also going to show you how to do that with your phone. This thing I'm doing now, you can use your phone to do it. Okay, you don't have to be a laptop. You don't need to have a laptop before you can do this. So we are just going to go ahead to check out. You understand that what we have been doing since, it's just only the DNS and the email forwarding that we added to what we are buying. Every other thing is just clicking to go to the next page. It's something you can do all by yourself. Okay, so I will give you some list of on the description below, the list of web hosting company, Nigerian web hosting company that you can buy from. They are very cheap. Okay, the foreign ones are very, very expensive. So this is how we get our, all right. So when you click on purchase, you automatically buys it. So I'm just going to wait for it to load. Alright, so we are done with this class. So the next thing is to take you straight to your dashboard to see you have already paid for it. So in our next class, we're going to teach you how to use your phone. Alright, so I will see you in my next class.